And I think it's important for us now to begin holding the type of her thinking accountable for the mess that Africa is in. Here's what I mean by that. You'll find the likes of her run her mouth and talk about how Africans should fix Africa. Okay? Africans are running away from Africa. The reason why Africa is where it is today is because her government, her country, the one that she wants to defend so much, stole from Africa to aid and fund the welfare program, a lot of the program that she benefits from. And if she doesn't benefit from it, people around her benefit from it. The country that she lives in, because it's about time that we need to point this out, because when we talk about the U.S. robbing Africa, we somehow use and we exempt Black Americans from beneficiaries of that robbery. But they will use the same thing to make us feel less than and guilty. You can't have it both ways. See, they want to be African when they want to go, they want to side with Africa and talk about their country where they want to go up against their own country, right? When they want to talk about the white man and all that, they want to be like, oh, we're Africans and we're all, yeah, they will use that. But then they want to switch quickly when they want to talk about Nigerians in Africa and they want to like, oh, we're Americans and we built our own country. You can't have it both ways. Which one is it? Because you're either an American who built your country, who stole from Africa and left Africa desolate and sanctioned African leaders who dared to push back against the policy of your government so they can steal the resources of Africa and fund your community. So you were a part of the thievery that occurred. Because if we go around and use Africans that you're talking down about, they can't fix the country. How are they supposed to fix it? Because the moment they push back on your government, they push back at your government, which you've done in the past. Your government assassinates African leaders and leave them in desolate so they can fund your community and fund you and keep you comfortable. The electricity that you enjoy today comes from uranium resources. You don't produce that in your country. They get it from Africa. So you're able to power your country and Africa stays in darkness. The coltan on your so-called computer, the one that you use to edit your videos, or the computers you get, your MacBooks, your PC computers, the coltan is called from Congo. Congolese children, men and women are killed every day, left wasteland, robbed so that way you can have fancy computer that you go buy from the Apple store or places like that so you can come and talk trash on YouTube. Yes, that's from Africa. If you didn't have that country, you wouldn't have this to talk nonsense on. Your fuel, you can power your cars today. Your gas are all robbed from Africa at pennies on the dollar from countries like Nigeria, from many other countries, who their stuff and the resources were robbed from so you can power your cars. And these are just a few of minerals that Africans was robbed from so that way African Americans and Black Americans can live nicely with their lazy self and have the audacity to come to us and talk about that we can't build our own country. And the moment we try to keep your government out, to leave us to build, they assassinate our leaders. You and your government are part of that whole conspiracy. Yeah. See, that's the part they don't want to talk about. Because they want to hide and use the United States government and put the white face up there and say they're the ones doing this. All the crimes and the genocide that have occurred outside of the four walls of the United States in other countries, which has destabilized many countries, whom their citizens are coming up here as a result of those sanctions, as a result of those destabilization, so that way you can benefit, so that way you can live nicely with your lazy self. And now you have the audacity to now talk back at them coming to tap into the resources that your government stole from their country. What audacity. See why I say they don't have no brains. That's why she didn't make any points. Because when we really need to have those conversations, you find that they are complicit in that. Because all those resources from Africa here benefited their community, benefited who they are, so you can live nicely and then look down on you and tell you to go fix your country. How am I supposed to fix my country when your country puts a gun on in our government and say, hey, you can't sell this more than what we've talked about, otherwise we assassinate you? Tell me, how am I supposed to fix my country? Because if I use that same argument against African Americans in this country, and with many instances, people will look at me and say, oh, you're so insensitive. Do you not know what they were up underneath? Do you not know what challenges they were put under? Yeah. So I'm supposed to be empathetic to your plight, which I am, but then allow you to look down on where your ancestors come from. You're a shameful person. That's why I have no respect for Black Americans. My respect is for African Americans, the ones that existed, that built and fought for something in this country. Tell me what you're fighting for. But they're running your mouth and talking nonsense on camera, looking dusty doing it too. So, final thought. To my Nigerians and Africans, separate yourself. The best thing you can do for yourself is listen to what they said when they said, beat it. Don't come around our community. Yes, don't, because they have nothing, with that mindset, nothing to offer. No one wants to align with a Black American. None, no one. I don't know any. Because it's full of hate and rhetoric. It's a blame mentality. It's a victimization mentality. They're not the same stock of African Americans who fought and bled, who aligned themselves with their Africanness to call themselves African Americans, which gave them the pride and the strength to fight the power structure in this country. Those are the ones that I align with. Those are my ancestors that I celebrate, not this lazy, not so good individuals who want to blame everyone. Well, look at the man in the mirror. So I suggest you look at the man or the woman in the mirror for pointing and casting blame on others. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Please like this video, share this content, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all next time.
Det finns ingen annan där som kan stå här by my side, oh why. Sättet du rör på det får mig att dö för dig, baby. För de här yardis, de vill ju bara dra ner oss. Men du är fett och vanlig, och det jag lägger av min tid. Jag vill ha dig, du får mig känna safety. Jag kan nog leda dig, baby, och jag kommer aldrig